Shut the fuck up. Orange hair, and she just dives out of the building and lands in a dude's taxi. Shut up. I don't believe you. Shut up, Mac. I don't believe you shit. You make good dumplings, but you don't tell good stories. One second. I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, hey, what's up? Long time no see. Oh my god, it's been forever. I know I disappeared, and I went down a development hole, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I got really depressed. But you know what? I'm glad you called, because now is the perfect time to reveal what I've been working on. So, prom, it's gonna wait till next year. That's requiring things of me that are at a level that I'm not at yet. You know what? Let's get off this call. Why don't you come down here, and I'll show you what I've been up to. Mac, I gotta go. I'm having a friend come meet me. So yeah, I'll send over the chopper. It'll come pick you up. One sec. So, welcome. So, a little bit that's going on with me. Yes, I'm still working on all those projects, but it's been tough. Like, if you ever see a world dev, you put some money in their tip jar, man. Like, this work is really, really tough. I can tell you, I have a deep appreciation for what devs do now, because it really is a labor of love. It is your hours on Earth spent so that other people can enjoy something and be happy. What greater gift is there than that? So I'm making progress, but it's slow because it's a learning curve, right? And that just kind of sent me to a dark place. Like, I'm even making progress with my AI. I've done a few passes now of resetting the parameters with a 3090, and that's a huge accomplishment to be able to figure out ways to do that. And if you're going to ask me how I did it, I'm not telling you because I don't think anybody else has figured this out yet. So anyway, I might have a custom AI soon, but all of my projects are like long-term investment, right? You're not seeing returns. And I was engaged in this like delayed gratification. Don't play games, don't go for walks, don't read books, just when you accomplish what you need to, you can enjoy all that stuff. And I went so long that I was like, I just kind of like worked myself into a grinding halt. Like, and I was like, man, like I was in a funk, bro. I was in a funk. And I wanted to keep pushing. I'm like, man, I really want to accomplish this stuff. And so what I realized is I needed a win. I need to get a win in, right? Something that people can enjoy, something that I can put out, and that doesn't take months and months or even a year to make. And so I made this. I'm doing okay. I don't want you to be worried about me or anything. Delayed gratification can only be delayed for so long. At some point, you need to feel gratification anyway. And I just felt like I needed to just bust out all kinds of energy, right? Like I was just trapping myself in development hell for too long. And that's when I was actually watching an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and they were like talking about Jake catharting, and I was like, I need to cathart. That's what I need to do. I need catharsis right now. And then it just hit me like bling, like I was like, catharsis. And so I started getting all like nostalgic, right? About the good old days of Olympus, man. Everything was interaction back then. So only some people know, especially those from Sidebar, know that Olympus started off as a titty bar. We worked in the midnight bar. We didn't serve drinks. We served ass, and we didn't have bartenders. We had people up on the bar, and we had one person who was teaching them how to dance, this one right here, and I taught guys how to dance, girls how to dance, and everybody in between. And it was a lot of lap dancing and ass shaking and, grungy, get your freak on, that sort of thing. And I was just kind of like nostalgic about, man, I used to, like, sometimes I would dance 40 hours in a week. I would work 40 to 50 hours at work, and I would also dance 40 to 50 hours in VR chat. By the way, I was in immaculate shape back then. I'm almost there. I haven't gained weight. I just, my descent is kind of, the curve isn't as steep as I'd like it. But anyway, either way, I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, like, I don't want to go back to, like, the midnight bar. Like, it's kind of overdone. And so I was tossing around Catharsis and the way I used to, like, pump out all this energy. And I was like, I need to put something together that's quick, efficient, and that people can use out of the package. And then, like most bar people do, get feedback about it and continue to work on it as time goes. And so I came up with Catharsis, the bar. Now this is the overworld. There's going to be Catharsis, the nightclub, Catharsis, the EDM club, and Catharsis, the bar. The overworld's going to be the same. The thumbnail will be different for each of them. You show up, and one of these doors will let you into one of those clubs. Now, the benefit is all the Blender work I've done, I can just grab one of those doors, bring it into Blender, bloop, 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 cut a hole, done. I'm now have an entrance to a building. So I'm going to give you a little bit of I'm done talking about this place. Let's give you a little bit of a tour of what it's going to be like. And then Sidebar people and Obsidian King, stick around to the end, and we'll talk about the bar scene. Anyway, so that's going to be the club area down there. By the way, it's a work in progress. Don't judge me. Hey, don't judge. Okay, anyway. So that's going to be the bar area, or the club area right there. The EDM club. So we're going to get rid of that door. We're going to make it like a big garage door or something right there. You'll be able to go in, and then there's going to be a whole club in there. And do all your EDM dancing and take mushrooms and smoke some weed and dance on the dance floor like a crazy person. That's going to be that. And then somewhere, maybe like right there, we'll put the strip club or something, blah, blah, blah. But those are coming after. For this January 12th, I'm going to give myself the deadline. We have... let me back up. So you load in here. We have the bar that we're going to be putting together. So, and then you walk around here. And you go down this alleyway, and then there'll be like the bar banner, and then we'll make it so that bouncers can be somewhere in here, because we all know how much you love to exhibit your authority by role-playing as a bouncer. And then that will be the bar down in here. Now it's going to be a very small bar. Obviously it's not fully furnished yet. But it's going to be a very small bar. We're going to have a little corner booth right there with like a little round table thing. Because we all know, even though if this isn't the lap dancing area, there's plenty of girls that are going to want to jump up on that table and dance for everybody. And then we're going to be obviously putting a drink machine in there. Places to sit. And then the staff area will be back here. Blah, blah, blah. Like pretty standard stuff, to be honest with you. But the part that I'm really excited about, so you're going to have the sitting area, you're going to have this area. We're keeping it small because, in my opinion, that was the magic of Midnight Bar. It's not too big. When things are too big, everybody disperses in every direction, and then they get bored. And then they leave because they're bored. But when you keep people in a cramped area, it makes them interact with each other. So we've got the last area, and this is going to be like the patio area. Where we're going to have a bunch of... Like, I might lengthen it a bit, I don't know. But having like a small cramped area where we've got like patio lanterns up and stuff like that, and a couple of like big comfy seats, and then some pool down at the end... I don't know, put some plants out here or something. I feel like that should be the vibe, and that should be big enough for a bar. So anybody who's part of the bar scene, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put colliders on these stairs. Oh. One sec. Do you think I can jump up? Haha. Got in. So yeah. July 12th, we're going to open up the bar. Hopefully have a drink system and all that in. Even if it's not fully done and ready, like as you can see right there, you can see through the ceiling. So there's things that I need to fix. But as we continue to go along, obviously I'm going to be working on all this before the 12th, but as we continue to go along, if people are like, we noticed this little thing, or we could really use one of these, or use that, or why is there no beer pong, or, you know, can you have more audio spots or whatever, then I will continue to add it. And it's something that can feel like a win, and I can work on gradually as time goes by. So this is where I've been. This is what I've been up to, my super secret project, where I get to be in the city from the Fifth Element, which is like the background city technically for the Olympus Temple. So thanks, guys. I hope you made hype about this. Okay, the waving's getting awkward now. Bye!